Hello, I'm James Harvey, the professor of music theory at the College of Southern Nevada with 5-Minute Music Theory. We're going to cover in this the last video in the series on harmonic part writing errors, sort of a common error and sometimes not very well addressed in some theory texts, and that's diminished triads in root position. So let's write that, diminished triads in root position. Diminished triads in root position are no-nos. The reason that they are not acceptable is because of the strength of those chords. And I could get into it, but just sort of take my word for it. There's a tritone that happens in this chord, actually there's two of them, and it gets kind of nasty if they're in root position. So the chords to watch out for that we need to worry about because they are diminished. There's only two of them, in fact. There's in minor, let's put major over here, and then minor. In major, the only diminished triad is the leading tone triad. So we can't write the leading tone triad in root position. And in fact, if you think about it, there's two reasons why you can't write that triad in root position. First, because we don't write diminished triads in root position, but think about what the root is of that chord. It's the leading tone, and we can't double the leading tone. That leading tone, whenever it's doubled, is always going to be a problem. And then here in minor, the leading tone is also diminished, so that's one to worry about. But in minor, there's another diminished triad, and that's the supertonic triad. So there's a few really easy ways to fix root position diminished triads. An easy way to fix it is put it in first inversion. That's always going to be acceptable. In fact, that chord, we're going to cover it a little bit later, is a really specific chord, and we see that a lot, that first inversion of a leading tone triad. If you put a seventh on it as well, that corrects the problem because it closes that gap that makes the strength of this chord a little bit too strong. So again, just to quickly summarize, it's a really easy concept, but sometimes it's easy to forget about it because it's such a small thing. Diminished triads should not be written in root position when writing in chorale style 4-part harmony. So one more time, don't write your diminished triads in root position. Thank you.